Guess what day it is?
That day. It's the first. It's that day.
That's right. Vlogmas has begun, so strap in.
It's kind of weird. There's not really any good way to set up my camera in here where you can actually see all of me if I stand like where I would normally stand. But this is how it's gonna work today. So I just wanted to talk to you guys pretty briefly, hopefully, about Vlogmas and how I'm feeling about that this year. Because I don't really use my YouTube channel very much anymore unless I'm vlogging an exciting thing or if I have something exciting to tell you about. So I haven't seen you since Birch Bay, which was in August. As you might recall, that's my most recent video. And here's my reason for basically stopping with YouTube unless I'm vlogging an exciting thing. When I was making favorites videos, even I didn't care about them. Like, I'd go back and watch them and I wouldn't even make it through the whole thing because I found them boring. Like, I found my own content boring. So it's no wonder that any viewers who might have been out there also found it boring. So I started to only film when it was something that I wanted to remember. And that's why I've barely been here. Now, Vlogmas is a tradition for me. I would feel remiss if I didn't do it. However, I am fully aware that my previous Vlogmas videos have been a little underwhelming because all I essentially do is turn on the camera in the morning, tell you what I'm gonna do during the day, do the thing without vlogging it, come home at the evening, tell you what I did, and that's all. So it's usually just like essentially 2 long clips of me just talking and sitting on my bed and nothing actually worth watching. And I'm not okay with that. I think if I'm gonna commit to vlogging every day, I need to commit to not only vlogging the things that I do, but doing things at all. Because I've rewatched last year's Vlogmas and the year before and stuff like that. And last year in particular, the reason there wasn't much to show was because what I did on the days that every day, basically, unless I was doing something big and exciting, I was at home until I went to work. And before I went to work, all I would do is just watch a movie or Doctor Who or whatever I was watching at the time and then go to work, and I didn't vlog either of those things. So there was like no footage on the days that I had free. So this year I did a fair amount of thinking before I decided to go ahead with Vlogmas. Because I knew that I wanted to do it, but I knew that I wanted it to be better than it has been. So I figured that this year, if I'm gonna do Vlogmas, I had darn well better do some actual stuff on the days that I don't work. So far, I can't see super far into my work future. With my school schedule, I've only been there twice a week on the weekends, and often I don't see the schedule for the next week until Saturday or something. So as far as I can see into the future, I'm not going to be working very much, which is interesting. I've told them when my exams are. I figured they would come to their own conclusion that I was done school after my exams. Wait, did I tell them those were my exams? No, I didn't. I just asked for the days. Well, they'll figure it out soon enough. They'll have me working closer to Christmas, I can guarantee that. So basically, as soon as school's over, and that's very soon, I should have a little while of just not really working. So I don't want to spend all those days just hanging out at home and not doing anything and not vlogging because I'm not doing anything. So I need some stuff to do, and I mean, Christmas shopping is obviously on the list, and writing letters to my friends from Europe and all that kind of stuff. But I actually wanted to know if anyone watching had any suggestions for festive things I could do. Like, I can't think of any examples right now, but not even necessarily festive things. Like, hey, you should go bowling with your friends and vlog that. Like, okay, I can try to set that up. I'm gonna brush my teeth now, so I'm not gonna talk to you while I'm doing that, and I'm gonna cut it out because I look hideous brushing my teeth, so I'll talk to you in a second. So in conclusion to that whole tangent, I want to hear from you in the comments what you think I should or could do this Christmas break, how you want the videos to look. I just want to hear from you guys, because if it's left up to me, it will be time lapses of me making lunch with music every day, and we don't want that. Just to bring you a little up to date on what's going on in my life right now while I'm putting my hair up, because I feel like doing it while I put my hair up is a little bit better than doing it while I'm just seated on my bed and not doing anything, because that's boring, as we've already established. I was in school this semester, as usual. I did 5 classes, and one of them had a lab, so it felt a lot more like 6. It was exhausting. I'm almost done. Today is my second last day of classes, and it's a Friday. So, hilariously, I have to go back on Monday, and then that's all. But that's it for my classes, so you caught me right at the end of all that, actually. I feel like it went later last year just from watching my Vlogmas back, but that's a little weird. Oh well. So today is my last day of theater history. A friend of mine, Kirsten, and I, we are doing, well, everyone's doing their creative project presentation today. Ours is super fun. We had a great time with it. I'm still nerding out over it. We both loved Midsummer Night's Dream, and it was one of the plays on the syllabus. So what we did was we did a Twitter analysis, as our prof calls it. And our prof is awesome, and she was totally down for us to do this, even though it wasn't on the list of things that we could do. We were like, hey, so what if we made a whole bunch of Twitter accounts, like one for every character, and then just had the story play out on Twitter? And she was like, that would be awesome. So we did, and we didn't do all the characters because unbeknownst to us previously, you have to have a different email account for every Twitter account that you make. We thought we would only need one, and then we could just throw the things together. Nope. And every 2 new emails, you have to verify with a new phone number. So we were asking people in our classes, hey, sorry, can we borrow your phone number just for a second so it can send you a verification code? And people were really nice and they let us do that. But then when we were making the Twitter accounts, we had to do the same thing and ask people, hey, Twitter's gonna call you with a verification code, text it to us. Like, it was a hassle. So we did not do all the characters. We did 11 characters. But it was pretty great. So anyway, she's gonna pick me up at 10 so that we can get out to school a little earlier, an hour earlier than class starts, just so that we can go through the presentation process, because what we're gonna do is bring up the Twitter feed on screen. We're gonna give the class the login information for one of the characters so that they can see the whole story, and just very politely ask them not to change anything, and then we're gonna take them through it. It's pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. The last class that I have is on Monday, and that is astronomy. That's my last session of astronomy. I have a project to hand in that day, because it's due on the last day. I'm going to write a paper. No idea what about yet, because I had a term paper for Wednesday, and then I had, what am I looking for? Clips. And then I had this project plus the 4 to 5 page paper about it due for today. And so the paper for astronomy has been put off, but that's okay because I can power through papers real fast if I need to. And then, that's not all, kids. I have 2 exams at the end of next week, Thursday and Friday, and I need to figure out which one is which so that I study accordingly and show up to the right classroom. My exams this semester are in astronomy and in art history. And I'm quite stressed about both of those because for astronomy, I have to know it's cumulative, so I have to know everything from the start, and that includes the chronological order and significant contributions of 10 astronomers. And I believe in order they go, and this is a studying tactic: Aristotle, Aristarchus, Eratosthenes, Hipparchus. Uh-oh. I'll come back to you on that. I had it memorized for the midterm, and that wasn't that long ago. I'm gonna have to know a whole bunch of formulas and why they work the way they do, and astronomers, and stuff about energy, and chemistry, and I'm not excited for this exam. He keeps going on about how hard it's gonna be, and I'm like, buddy, this is not helping. Could you just, like, just shush. Let's just play a big class game of Kahoot and call it a day. My art history one, on the other hand, is not cumulative. However, she gives us a list of like friggin' 50 to 100 art pieces, and we have to know the title, who made it, if that applies, what it's made of, if she gives us the information, where it comes from, if she gives us that, what era it comes from and what dates it comes from. And sometimes that's like a very broad yet specific range of dates, like from 346 BC to 313 BC. And it's like, I can't remember the exact dates for frickin' 50 different art pieces. Leave me alone. I can't do that. Having said that, I got an A on my midterm, having only studied the sheet for like 3 days in advance. So I think if I get a head start on it this time, I will do better. I need to stop talking to you and actually just focus on doing this braid. This is not happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening today. But I want it to happen. If I am presenting in class, I must look presentable. You hear me? That's pretty much all I have to tell you about right now. In other news, I cleaned my room this morning so that it would be presentable for you. And when I say clean my room, I mean that I picked the clothes up off the floor and made my bed. So it's not much of an improvement because the desk is still a problem. But it is definitely an improvement. I cannot tell what that looks like because I don't have glasses on. But that's long enough for me. So how about that new Thor Ragnarok movie, hey? I know, I haven't stopped thinking about it since I saw it, and that was weeks ago. I'm going to go see it again with some other friends, whenever works out for us with our exams going on and everything. Hopefully it's still in the theater. It's been a while now. I have not yet been downstairs today because I heavily hinted to my dad, hey, you remember how last year you kind of just got us advent calendars and they were at our spots on December 1st? That was really cool. You should do that again. I think he took the hint because he was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that again. But it is now December 1st and it has not been mentioned in a while, and would not be surprised if he forgot. Not saying that he would normally forget, but okay, not be surprised is a bad choice of words. I am worried that he will have forgotten, but we're gonna go down right now and find out. Yes! Yes! It's dark and you can't see, but yes! Where's the light? Oh my gosh, dairy milk. Not sponsored. Heck, yes. Look at this. This is my 6-page paper that only needed to be like 4 or 5 pages because I have that many feelings about A Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, we're gonna do this. Here is one. I don't think I'm gonna have as easy a time opening these. I was on the wrong side, that's why. Ooh! Oh, that's cute. I'm not gonna be able to get this. I got it out. What is it? I can't. Is it a reindeer? Is that what it is? Kind of looks like a reindeer's butt. No, that's its face. That's its face. We're good. It's a reindeer, and we're happy. Christmas is here. Heck yeah. You know what? I haven't even been thinking about Christmas, to be honest, until like now. And I felt kind of weird vlogging and calling it Vlogmas because it doesn't feel like Christmas is nearby. And I wasn't that excited until I said those words just there, Christmas is coming, or Christmas is here. And all of a sudden, as I said it, I got super excited. So, this just goes to show sometimes you need to vocalize your goals and put them into action that way. I'm gonna take my pills now. So, I guess I will give you the rundown on what exactly is happening today in my life. There was no reason to add that sound effect. I have class, which I told you. I have that presentation, which I told you. I won't show you that. However, you might get to see Katrina because she's in that class with me. And she really does need to be there today. And we usually go to the cafeteria and get lunch together on Fridays. So you might see her then. That might be what I show you of today. I don't know. Try cinnamon raisin bagels with cheddar. You wouldn't expect it to be good. But it's the perfect combination of salty and sweet, and I have been addicted to it for my entire life. Goodbye. So we had company last Saturday, so like an entire week ago. Usually we have like a nice kettle here. Not that one, a different one that we use for actually boiling the water. And apparently Mom thought it needed to leave the picture. So I am reduced to making tea by boiling water in an actual pot. And you know what? I gotta say, I'm not happy with that fact. Iced tea on the 1st of December? It's more likely than you think. You want to know who gets no rest?
the weary.
Freaking, I just did a presentation and handed in a 6-page paper, and now I have to do this, and then I have to study and do more, and then study and do more, and then study and do more, and I just want to go to sleep. You know it's going to be a good evening when you get the last slice of cake.
Unfortunately, last year when I got that lovely little alarm clock for Christmas, which is still on my desk, it meant that I no longer had room for my night lamp on my stand. So that's not here anymore, which means that I can't turn off the light and film, because then you can't see me. But I'm going to bed now. Sorry there wasn't much today. Hopefully there will be more soon. Thanks for joining me on the first day of Vlogmas. See you tomorrow. Bye.